Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Tim, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week of Monday, September 7th through Sunday, September 13th. And this week, I'm going to be using the Daily Guidance from Your Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. I have another deck. I'll have you select card 1, 2, or 3. You can choose, of course, multiple cards if you like, but this will be an additional message for you for this week. Now, before we get started, I want to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to be expecting for the month of September. You know, we're in Virgo. We've been in Virgo for quite some time. We're going to be moving into Libra here in the next couple of weeks. But do you know that we have 5, if not 6, planets that are in retrograde? And with that being the case, I don't know about you, but when we had this supermoon that occurred, now that's been about 10 days since the taping of this video, something shifted. And I like this shift. It's been really good. And I'm utilizing that energy in a positive way. But this could be a very intense month for some of us, if not all of us, with all of this retrograde. So it's all about how you apply the energetic message that you're getting for this month. The thing is that I've got some notes here that I'm referring to, so if I keep looking down, that's what I'm doing, is to make sure that I've got so much info, I want to give this to you, is to don't internalize things with these retrogrades. So don't take it personally. Rather than internalizing, ask yourself, what is the message that you're supposed to be receiving from that situation that has occurred? Virgo, with this month, and especially with this new moon that's going to be occurring this upcoming weekend, this is about clearing past baggage. So this is letting go and doing a lot of releasing. And you're going to hear me talk more about that as we get further into this reading. But this is allowing yourself to feel empty, releasing so that we can move forward. And that's with all of these retrogrades, with all of that intensity that we're experiencing, allow that to happen. So this is going to be a major sweep and a major healing this upcoming weekend if you allow it to. You know, compared to last month, this month is going to feel much more narrow. And that's because of the energy with Virgo and the sun sign. It's very organized. It's very meticulous and detailed. And that's what we want to put the energy into with what we're doing for this month. So you may feel that intensity compared to last month's expansive energy. So utilize that. Begin to start taking a look and notice of what is filling your mind and body and spirit, what's nurturing that on an energetic level, and also what's draining you, what needs to be released. So as we move into all of this energy for the rest of this month, and especially this weekend, this is also about taking a look at where we're placing our addictions over our feelings, okay? So a lot of times we do that so that we don't have to feel. And this is asking us to examine that and to look at where we place those addictions over the feelings. And you're going to experience this. We're all going to experience this between now and even into November. So you may be taking a more close look at all of this. As it relates to prosperity and abundance, with this new moon coming into play, don't forget your abundance check. I'm going to remind you that at the end of the video. But if you're having any concerns about money or lack of, look at it from a place of love rather than fear. So this is also about trying to heal those areas as well. Now, with some of these retrograde planets, you may be feeling like some of your old ways that you've been doing things are kind of being shaken up. And it's because there's going to be some people that may be coming into our lives temporarily that are doing this so that we can do things from a different perspective and a different way of doing it. So it's breaking out of the old pattern and into the new. You know, Virgo energy, sometimes we get on an automatic cycle. And with these planets in retrograde, it breaks those up. So it's doing things, making us do things that aren't so repetitive, okay, and finding a new way of doing that. Archangel Metatron is the archangel associated with the Virgo energy and the sun sign. So you can lean upon his energy to help you if you're feeling overly sensitive, maybe needing a little bit more time to process all of this. So he will help us to be able to find ways of dealing with that oversensitive energy that we're experiencing and processing, understanding and transmuting that. He's also the health angel. So I'm also feeling that this is also a time to really take a look at health and well-being. So along with Archangel Metatron, who's my health angel, I also rely on Archangel Raphael. So work closely with those two archangels this month if you're taking a look at health and well-being issues. This is also about raising your standards in those levels and on those levels as well. So health and vitality are the focus for this new moon. And this is also saying, as it pertains to health-related issues, to don't negate the health checkups. Don't procrastinate in those areas. So if it's time for that health checkup, or maybe reevaluating diet and exercise routines, or starting a new one that we keep procrastinating about, that's the time to actually just do it. Begin to look at your exercise and your sleep and your eating patterns. Virgo energy is, it's a perfectionist energy sometimes, and that's the downfall with Virgo energy. Every sun sign has a downfall, so please don't take this personally, Virgos. You probably can understand this, that you want to give so much, but there's that perfectionism part that sometimes you don't know when to put it down, and things just start mounting and mounting and mounting. So this is the lesson for this is accept that it's enough and just keep moving on, because there's going to be so much intensity with this month that we just need to get on with it. So one of the things is just to know that it's good enough. Just keep doing it and moving forward. Be gentle with yourself this moon cycle, and give yourself a break. And don't sweat the small stuff. Or I should say, sweat the small stuff. Don't internalize it. Enough's enough. Let's just keep moving forward with this. And as we get into the weekend, this is going to be a major healing. So I'm very curious to see what the card that comes out here for the weekend is going to be. But there's going to be a lot of releasing. This could be a very emotional weekend as well. So allow yourself to really experience this weekend. Don't rush it. Let's just internalize our feelings, to internalize it so that they can surface and understand it. When I say internalize, I don't mean that's not taking it personally, but internalizing and really getting to the root of what we're feeling so it can be surfaced. And we're going to be really feeling that as we get into this weekend. And as we move into this weekend, on the night of the new moon, don't forget about writing your abundance check. And also start to write letters of how you want to manifest a healthier lifestyle, healthier way of thinking, of being, of doing, of existing. Diet, exercise. So those are all of the things that we want to start working on for this week. Okay. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and get us started here. And angels, and especially Archangel Metatron, please guide us to what messages that we need to know to help us move about this week, and all of the planets that are in retrograde to help us be able to, here we go. Well, there's these two right here. I'm going to keep these here for Monday and Tuesday. Two popped out, so those are for the first two. And then what do we want to know? What would you like for us to know for the week of this week for Wednesday and Thursday? Keep being drawn to this one. Let's try that again. This one here. And then for our weekend, what messages do you have for us as it relates to this huge, this one right here, releasing that I'm anticipating? So we'll see. So for Monday and Tuesday, Cupid comes up and life purpose. I love this. So let me read these to you. Cupid, it says, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love life for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this awakening, this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all glorious aspects. But this is also pertaining to life purpose. It says the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. So don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus on serving a purpose. And then your true purpose will serve you. And boy, this is so true. You know, unfortunately, with last week, with the passing of Wayne Dyer, it got me to watch The Shift again, that movie. And it was really all about, you know, not worrying about the life purpose. It comes to you. If you're patient enough, it does come to you. And to feel this with love, the more love that we can exuberate and give not only to other people, but also to ourselves, brings us closer to our life purpose. So this is starting our week off being more generous, being more receptive and open to giving and receiving love. Now, as we move into the middle part of the week, it says, what is it that you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. And once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. And again, this goes so closely related with the life purpose. What is it that you're wanting to do? Are you stuck in a job that's a dead end or has outworn itself? Perhaps it's time to move on. Perhaps it's time to really give back to yourself and do that one thing that you've always wanted to do, that you've loved to do, but you never did. So this is asking you to take a look at what is it that you want? What is it that you want really in your life? And allow that to manifest, because this is so much about manifesting as we get into this new moon. And speaking of the new moon, let's see what's going to be in store for us. This is trustworthy guidance. And it says, you've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So again, this is also going to what it is that you desire. Okay? So ask the angels for what it is that you want and what it is that you desire. And notice the signs, notice the signals, notice the people that are brought into your life this week. The trustworthy guidance that we're going to be receiving for this week is also going to help us to be able to release and to let go, because this is going to be a huge, huge releasing, I feel, okay? Some of you may not feel it, but I really feel if you're open to it and you're wanting to let go of so much past baggage, that this is going to occur once with this new moon coming into play, okay? But know that the guidance that you're giving, the little nudges, the coincidences, the signs, the numbers that may be repetitive this week are guidance that you're being given from your angels and your guides. Okay, so I've already drawn the 3 cards for you from the Ask an Angel Oracle card deck. And let's see what we have in store. So if you chose card number 1, your card is prayer. And the prayer card, let me read the information to you just so that you have this. It says, prayer is the ultimate form of communication with a higher consciousness, be it Jesus, Mary, angels, Buddha, the universe, life, or any other aspect of the divine. And when we pray, we automatically open our crown chakra, which is the center or space within us that connects us to God, life, and the divine support that is always available to us. We become aware of our own divine nature and the unconditional universal love that exists for us. So that is your card and message for card number 1. And if you chose card number 2, the message is battle. Now, with battle here, All throughout history, there are stories and myths about heroes going into battle, fighting dragons, or even battling through dangerous territory at sea. These stories represent the hero standing in the face of danger, ready to confront his or her shadow. They represent the hero's willingness to surrender to a higher state of consciousness at the expense of all ego attachments, such as pride, greed, and compulsion. The hero is even willing to die as he or she has connected to being part of the eternal consciousness of life, rather than the ego or identity state of consciousness. So this is very much about ego and the mind and the heart and what it wants. And as we look at card number 3 is hope. And your message: hope is one of the most powerful of all human emotions. It awakens within us the strength, courage, and inspiration to do almost anything. But it is the experience of true hope, the hope that comes even after our struggles, even when things seem pointless, hard, or hopeless, that gives us new eyes to see with. This allows a new perspective to emerge from our being, and we are reborn. So those are your extra messages for these cards. Thank you all for watching this week, and I really appreciate all of my new subscribers and my current. I do mean that, and I do appreciate you watching. Please share this video, get it out to the world. The other thing is that if you'd like to get these videos and additional information, do subscribe to my Facebook page. It's easier for me to actually respond to some of the comments on Facebook. And while I'm bringing that up, those of you that did comment about me getting well, thank you so much for all of your wishes. I am so much better. That was just a nasty bug that I think I caught when I was on vacation, so I'm totally better now. So thank you so much. And I will see you next week, everyone. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy this new moon. Happy manifesting. And don't forget your check. Bye.